Hello everyone, it's me again, the Southern African World Bicycle Rider. I'm here at Amazulu, Durban, South Africa. I've just got to speak to Tapua, coach, one of your goalkeepers in the squad.
Tapua?
Yeah, Tapua.
Not from New Zealand.
No, the Zimbabwean goalkeeper.
Yes.
That's it, but I just had a little chat with him, light-hearted interview, and I've got the opportunity to ask you similar questions. Thanks so much for your time, really appreciate it, coach.
Very good job what you're doing in the cause that you're going around the world, is it?
Yes, I've been through
fantastic.
24 countries on 6 continents on a bicycle.
I'm already tired.
I hear you, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know football's your bread and butter, soccer. Give us one of your earliest memories of the game.
Earliest memory of the game, 3-4 years old, playing in the park in my neighborhood with my brothers. They were provincial players. They were about 12 years old, they were older than me, and getting kicked all over the park, but I think that made me the character that I am today. I was tough enough when I was a real young boy in that day and age, and thank goodness we had parks because we sort of losing the urbanisation, through urbanisation. But those were my earliest memories, and that was a great time. I think I developed quite a bit by playing around my brothers at that stage.
Oh, wonderful! 4 years old, coach's first memory of the beautiful game, the #1 sport in the world. Coach, tell me something just off the top of your head. Who, not necessarily your greatest player or greatest coach of all time, but the one that's affected and influenced you the most in your career, coach? Who would you say that is?
Well, I've had, as a professional footballer, I've had 18 coaches. The irony of it is that I had a coach that didn't play me a game in a provincial tournament, said I was too small, but that probably had the biggest impact me in a way, because after that I wanted to make sure I played every game, and they thought I was physically too small. But and that's the funny side. It's from a roundabout manner is that a coach in the committee he was a very good coach, he was the African coach, made me the player I am. But every coach has his negatives and positives, and I can't contribute really. Not one single coach, everyone has. I try to pick out whether it was a player or when I was a junior or even as a professional, what each one brought to the party, and I took those strengths and I took it into the game in terms of my own coaching career, and I use them, and you'll hear me making comments. One coach will probably bring to mind is a guy called Sergio dos Santos, because we enjoyed ourselves. I would say that we had a lot of humour. He was a funny character. He took a lot of the mickey, but he made the game enjoyable, and I think that's what we need. You know, it's something to do. We do. It's our work. It's our passion, but we also got to make sure we enjoy it. There's no point in doing something that you get paid for, which is your passion, and you don't enjoy it.
Absolutely, 100%. Just while I've still got you, in your free time, obviously the PSL, you've always got a BDR on the tournament. It's your bread and butter. It's your ultimate passion at the moment. But in your free time, what tournament or league, or what's the one you really like to watch, and who's your greatest? Who would be the team you'd support in your favourite league, wherever it is in the world?
Well, when I was as a coach now, basically I watch the games from an analytical point of view. I don't really support, but funny enough, I can honestly say now that Liverpool is the team I support as soon as they are on top of the log now.
Classic.
But that was the team I supported. But my mate who introduced me to the team when I was a 6-year-old, a very good friend of mine, Dean, he said I wasn't allowed to support them because he was a supporter. So for about 2 years, I had to support Queen's Park Rangers. He made me support with Steve. The boy Steve with the headband, and I realised by the time I got to 8 years old, they weren't good enough. I think they were getting relegated, so I thought I'd rather choose Liverpool at that stage. So that's been for the last 30-something years that I've supported the club. From a football perspective, Barcelona and the type of football they play, and the league, I think you can't without a doubt, the product which is the best product on this earth today is the English Premier League. And what makes it such a fantastic league is the fans. I mean, that's what you talk about, true supporters through thick and thin. They are there, and that's what gives it that type of excitement in the product, and that's why it's such a world seller, and such demand around the world. So that's the league to watch on a week-to-week basis. Barcelona from a footballing perspective, in terms of the classic, the connoisseur of football. Obviously now Pep Guardiola to buy him, and hopefully maybe one day, as you can see behind us, he's the most leader. Maybe we can emulate that and get that to that level in a few years to come.
Wonderful thought, that, coach. Wonderful thought. And just to get one last question. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. Our league, Amazulu, having a wonderful season. Can we make that all-important top 4 position? Can we do it?
You sound like my directors. And that's the fifth question. You said one question, that's the fifth question.
Sorry, my man. I'm grateful to have your time.
I don't
Make it a yes or no.
I don't have a crystal ball in front of
I
me.
hear you, but
Come and ask me another question at the end of the season.
Coach, appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Cheers, man. Ciao.
Cheers.
Thank you. Okay, guys, can you come across?